Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The emotional storms brewing in Fairmont Crest are only growing stronger, and as Wednesday, July 8th unfolds, every relationship will be tested by unexpected choices, painful disagreements, and life-changing confrontations. What begins as an ordinary day quickly transforms into a chain of emotional collisions that leave no one untouched. Some hearts will be filled with hope, while others will find themselves standing on the edge of disappointment, wondering whether love, loyalty, or pride will ultimately prevail. Every corner of town seems to hold another secret waiting to explode, and every conversation carries the weight of consequences that could reshape lives forever. As the tension quietly builds beneath the surface, viewers are drawn into another unforgettable chapter where every decision matters and every emotion feels impossible to ignore. One of the day's most explosive confrontations takes place inside Garland Memorial Hospital, where Leslie Tomas walks into a meeting expecting to defend her position, but instead finds herself facing a powerful new authority. Waiting for her is the hospital's newly appointed chief of staff, Dr. Monica McCormick, and from the very beginning, the atmosphere between them feels tense enough to crack under pressure. Monica is far from a neutral figure in Leslie's life. She is the aunt of Shanice Johnson, someone who already holds a deeply unfavorable opinion of Leslie, making it painfully clear that this meeting was never destined to be warm or welcoming. As the conversation begins, professionalism quickly gives way to uncomfortable truths, and Monica wastes little time delivering devastating news that strikes directly at the heart of Leslie's work. Garland Memorial has decided to cut all ties with the free clinic, a decision that threatens everything Leslie has been fighting for and leaves her stunned by the hospital's abrupt change in direction. The announcement lands with enormous emotional force, and Leslie's pride refuses to let the moment pass quietly. Her determination to defend herself collides head-on with Monica's firm authority, turning what could have been a difficult discussion into a fierce battle of wills. Neither woman appears willing to back down, and every exchanged word only fuels the growing hostility between them. Years of frustration, personal bias, and professional ambition seem to rise to the surface all at once, transforming the meeting into something far more personal than either of them may have expected. As tempers flare and emotions boil over, the question becomes just how ugly this confrontation will become before it's finally over. Whatever happens inside those hospital walls could have lasting consequences that reach far beyond this single meeting, leaving everyone wondering what damage will remain once the dust finally settles. Elsewhere, another storyline begins to unfold with far more uncertainty than conflict as Grayson Perez receives a surprising offer that immediately sparks curiosity. The proposal catches him completely off guard, leaving him wondering what kind of opportunity has suddenly appeared before him. It is entirely possible that Ashley Morgan is the one extending this unexpected invitation, especially after she recently gave Grayson a glimmer of hope by suggesting they might revisit the relationship they were building before everything changed. Their romance had been thrown into chaos when the plasma ring unexpectedly turned their world upside down, interrupting the future they had imagined together and leaving both of them struggling to understand where they truly stood. Ashley's willingness to reopen that emotional door hinted that not all hope had been lost, and Grayson has undoubtedly carried that possibility in his heart ever since. If this offer is indeed coming from Ashley, it could represent the beginning of a beautiful second chance, one capable of healing old wounds and reminding them why they cared so deeply for each other in the first place. Then again, appearances can often be deceiving in Fairmont Crest, and the surprise waiting for Grayson may have nothing to do with romance at all. The opportunity could just as easily involve his professional life rather than his personal one, sending him down an entirely different path than anyone expects. That uncertainty hangs over the situation, creating anticipation that makes every moment feel even more intriguing. Whether this unexpected proposition leads toward love, career advancement, or an entirely unforeseen twist, it promises to change Grayson's immediate future in ways he never anticipated. Sometimes the smallest opportunities become the biggest turning points, and only time will reveal whether this surprising offer becomes a blessing or another unexpected complication in his already unpredictable journey. Across town, another relationship begins to show unmistakable signs of strain as Tomas Navarro and Catherine "Cat" Richardson find themselves struggling to stay on the same page. What should have been an exciting new chapter instead becomes the source of growing frustration after Cat makes a bold impulse purchase that immediately catches Tomas by surprise. The purchase in question is the condominium she decided to buy during the events of Tuesday's episode, a decision she apparently embraced with excitement and confidence. Yet while Kat may have envisioned the condo as the next step toward building a future together, Tomas sees the situation through a very different lens. He had already made it abundantly clear that moving into a condominium simply isn't the future he wants, and discovering that Kat moved forward anyway threatens to open a painful emotional divide between them. As their disagreement unfolds, deeper questions begin to emerge beneath the surface of the argument. Tomas may struggle with the feeling that Kat's decision comes not from shared dreams, but from sympathy or pity, leaving him uncomfortable with the direction their relationship is taking. Perhaps what he truly desires is something far more traditional, a future where they patiently wait until marriage before taking the significant step of living together. To Tomas, building a life side by side may carry emotional meaning that cannot simply be replaced by an impulsive real estate purchase, no matter how well-intentioned it may have been. Meanwhile, Kat may believe she is creating stability and demonstrating commitment, unaware that her actions have unintentionally hurt the man she loves. As emotions become tangled with expectations and personal values, neither of them seems prepared to compromise, allowing this disagreement over one condominium to grow into something much larger than either of them anticipated. The growing conflict threatens to cast a shadow over the future of Tomcat, leaving viewers wondering whether this disagreement represents only a temporary obstacle or the beginning of much deeper cracks in their relationship. Love alone is not always enough when two people envision their future differently, and both Tomas and Kat appear ready to defend what they believe is right. Their inability to see eye to eye creates an emotional crossroads where every conversation carries the possibility of bringing them closer together or pushing them further apart. The choices they make now could determine whether their romance grows stronger through adversity or begins to slowly unravel beneath the weight of unmet expectations and wounded feelings. For a couple that once seemed full of promise, this unexpected conflict could become one of their greatest tests yet. Despite the growing tension surrounding Tomas and Kat, romance is far from disappearing in Fairmont Crest. In fact, two other couples are preparing to ignite the screen with moments filled with undeniable chemistry and passion, offering viewers a welcome contrast to the heartbreak and conflict unfolding elsewhere. Their sizzling encounters promise warmth, excitement, and emotional intensity that remind everyone why love remains one of the most powerful forces in this ever-changing community. Just as one relationship begins to falter, others seem ready to blossom, proving once again that happiness and heartbreak often exist side by side. These romantic developments bring balance to an episode filled with emotional highs and devastating lows, ensuring that every viewer remains completely invested from beginning to end. By the time Wednesday's episode reaches its final moments, Fairmont Crest will have delivered another unforgettable roller coaster of emotions. Powerful confrontations, surprising opportunities, romantic uncertainty, and relationship struggles all intertwine to create a story packed with drama, suspense, and heartfelt emotion. Every character finds themselves standing at a crossroads where even the smallest decision could reshape their future, leaving audiences eager to discover what comes next. From explosive battles inside Garland Memorial to deeply personal conflicts between lovers and the promise of new sparks elsewhere in town, every scene carries emotional weight that refuses to let go. With so many lives changing at once and so many questions still unanswered, this promises to be an episode that fans won't want to miss, as every unforgettable moment brings Fairmont Crest one step closer to its next dramatic turning point.